Welcome everybody. Today I want to talk about the Fort Wilderness Cabins DVC. Now, I went through so many emotions throughout the information coming out, the pictures coming out. When there was rumors about it, I was so excited. You know, as a DVC member and owner, I was like, yes, there's going to be a new place to stay, a cabin. I mean, the only other option I have as a DVC member is the cabins at Copper Creek Wilderness Lodge, which is the points of my whole trip for one night. Ridiculous. I wouldn't do that. So this is realistic. We'll get to how much it costs in a second, but I was really excited about it. And then the renderings came out of the outside. Now look at this. Does this look like a cabin to you? This sure as hell does not look like a cabin to me. I was pissed. I was let down. I saw this. I'm like, what is this? This is not a cabin. You know, I mean, look at these white walls. Like, why are you painting it white? Like, that's not a cabin, you know? But I want to take a deep dive into the pictures, the information. Is it worth it? Is it worth owning here? You know, should we be excited? Am I excited? What is the thought process? And also something that I was thinking of that nobody's talking about it. And it could be a game changer. Anyways, looking at the outside, I like this little emblem they have here. That's a nice touch. I really wish this was logs looking like it is now. But one thing is really cool is these almost floor to ceiling windows. I mean, the views are going to be spectacular during the daytime. I don't know how the other side I don't think there's windows on the other side actually. But in any case, there should be a lot of light shining through, so that's nice. But yeah, anyways, this is the inside. Now again, first glance, I was disappointed with this because it doesn't look cozy. It's, again, white colored walls. Like, give me a tan wall at least, you know? I like how it's a wooden floor. So let's just look at details here. Look at this beautiful picture. The art, I'm all about art and theming, and this is wonderful. And it's Mickey. It's classic Mickey. It's not the disgusting Ren and Stimpy new iteration of Mickey drawings, you know? I like classic Mickey, and this makes me really happy. He's got his camper. He's going to the wilderness. It's beautiful. So, okay, there you go. You got a window over there, so that's nice from the sink. You get some sunlight there. You got a themed pillow, thank goodness. Beautiful. So happy to have that. Nice little lamp fixture up there. And then here's the sink. Now this room is just a sink and mirror. And then to the left, when you go in here, there's a door that opens, and that's the toilet. So it's a sink outside of the toilet and shower area. So that's good. Here's another angle of it. And this is a 65-inch TV. Awesome. But this white wall really bothers me. Look at this. This should be like a dark brown or tan or brownish color. Give me the feel of a cabin. You know, you can still make it brighter, but give me a feel of the cabin, you know? Got a seat over here, chair. The fact that they added this, which is great. I love all the hotels, DVC rooms, studios, they all adding this, the pull down bed. That's great. Again, let's take a deeper look at this. Greetings from Fort Wilderness. Beautiful. I love it. This is so happy. This makes me so happy. You got your double Keurig they're going to have, where they have it in the rooms now. Got a bedroom over there. We're going inside the bedroom, and again, where the heck is the scarves, like themed bed skirt or bed scarf? I mean, come on, bring that back, you know? They have it on Disney Cruise. There's no COVID stuff, the excuses about it. Bring it back. Bring the theme back. We got a few lines of color on there. Not a big fan of the headboard, but that's fine. We got this Chip and Dale, which is beautiful. And look at this beautiful art. We got black Chip and Dale over there. Themed pillow. Look at that. That's wonderful. And Donald Duck sleeping in the tent. The moon behind some fog. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. You got an owl there, the themed pillow there. the fixtures. Look at that lamp. The moon, the bird. November 19th. Is that when the resort originally opened, maybe? There's got to be significance to that. Anyways, I love it. Look at this lamp. Beautiful. Yeah, room is great. So you got a bunk bed and then the queen bed. And then also in this room, there's a 55-inch TV. Look at this. Now, this is a cabin. This is how it currently looks. This is how the outside should look. They could have just updated this to make floor-to-ceiling windows or something akin to this. I mean, that's cozy, you know? Okay, when you go to sleep, you pull down the pull-down bed and look at this beautiful art. Classic Mickey in a hammock, Pluto sleeping, they're camping, they got their... Oh, here's a hint of how you got to dry your clothes and wash them right in the wilderness because they don't have a washer dryer in here. I don't really care, but I know a lot of people do. Anyways, you could maybe bring a rope and hang it between two trees like Mickey's doing here to dry it and to wash it, all right? Anyways, you got Chip and Dale there. Love this artwork, love it. Nice 65-inch TV there. Here's the layout. So you come up the steps, you got your patio, beautiful. Walk in, and here's that living room we're looking at, the bedroom, and this. So I was showing you that sink. So you can see the sink right here. You walk in, and then there's a door right in the middle here that connects to the bathroom. And then the bathroom has the sink, the toilet, and it's a shower tub combo, which I hate, but what are you gonna do? I guess people gotta wash their kids in a tub. Whatever, it's fine. So that's the layout. All right, so here's the next wave of what I felt. The point chart came out. Unbelievable. I usually come twice a year. My favorite time is early December. So if you look here, December 1st to the 23rd, Sunday through Thursday, 18 points, which is ridiculously low for a cabin that sleeps 6. Right now, I stay in studios, usually at the Polynesian, Grand Floridian Wilderness Lodge, ranging anywhere from 15 points for the Wilderness Lodge to like 19 points midweek for the Polynesian, which has the best deluxe studios. This is 18 points. This is 1 point less than the Polynesian studio. Now that sleeps 5, this sleeps 6, and this is much bigger. I can totally see myself spending a couple nights here. That's how I would do it, you know? Even seriously considering buying direct points to stay here, because I have resale right now and I can't use my points anywhere other than the original 14 resorts, which is my favorite resorts anyways. But if I only need a few, you know, the points chart is so low, I just need a few points to add on direct and sleep here for like 2 or 3 nights in a trip and then continue on with the rest of my trip. So I was like, oh my God, this is so amazing. Look at this wonderful point chart, 21 points Friday, Saturday. If I buy, you know, whatever, I think the minimum you can only buy is 50 points right now, which I wouldn't even need 50 points. I would just want 2 nights worth, but whatever. Anyways, and then what happened? What happened? Oh, by the way, this was the initial rendering they gave. This has some color to it, so I don't know if they... The white one is a newer rendering, so I don't know if they're just going to do them all white or different colors or what. See, now this is cozy, right? This is cozy. They could have just updated this. Look how cozy this looks. Look at the lighting, the colors in here. Beautiful. Oh. In the bathroom, the sink, the toilet's here, the sink is here, you know, clean, nice lighting, you know, it's fine. Oh, this art, look at this art, Chip and Dale archery. The feeling, I can tell you right now, like the feeling is going to be amazing being in there. I'm telling you. All right, let's get to the downside. The downside, the ridiculous, atrocious high dues, maintenance fees every year you got to pay. It is ridiculous. It is $12.16 a point, which is it? I think it's either the highest or the second highest. in my other videos, you can see the villas at Disneyland Hotel, those new places. I was complaining about those rates. I think it was $9 and some change. This is $12 and some change. It sounds like, what are you talking about, a couple bucks? But this is per point every year. You buy 50, 100, 150 points. I mean, you're going to be spending so much more here to own here. So I'm not going to own here. And I don't think a lot of people are either. It just doesn't make sense. What makes sense, and what Disney is forcing us to do, is to own direct, but at a different resort. Pay less and hopefully get in here at the 7-month mark, because that's the only difference of owning here, is you have more time, you have more ahead of time to book here before it sells out, right? Anyways, let's look at an example points wise. Here's the Grand Floridian, again, December 1st to the 23rd. Look at this, 18 points for their standard studio, which is the same amount of points, and this only sleeps 5, and it's smaller. So for the amount of points, you can get a cabin, which is amazing. But a lot of people are going to compare the 1-bedroom to this. I think the 1-bedroom sleeps 5 still here. You see all this? The studio, deluxe studio, 1-bedroom even still sleeps 5. But you know how much you're going to pay in points at the Grand Floridian? 38 points. Huge difference, right? Huge difference. But here's the thing. Look at this. Cabins, Fort Wilderness. You can right now add on as a DVC member. Here's 150 points. I mean, nobody's going to add on for 150 points if you already have points, especially because it's so freaking expensive for the maintenance fees. Every year, you're going to pay $1,824 in dues. Look at the difference here. Aulani, which has also one of the highest dues for the same amount of points, $1,465 a year. Right? Look at that. That's almost $400 difference every year. Imagine that for 30 years or whatever, how long you're going to get that. And again, still, Aulani is one of the highest ones. Let's go to 50 points. So I put in 50 points, which is the minimum. It says it right here. Minimum of 50 points you can only add on. The cost, $11,662, right? Your dues, $608. Let's compare it to Aulani, Hawaii. $488 in the dues, $11,807. So it is a little more expensive actually to buy Aulani because they're giving you really crappy incentives. By the way, the incentives suck to buy here at the cabins. Insane. I mean, they need to do really good incentives for somebody to own here. But anyways, whatever. Villas at the Disneyland Hotel. This is the one I was complaining about when I did the tour and reviewed it, right? 50 points, $12,306. Again, a little more steep to get in, but the dues still $477 versus $608, you know? And then you also got that ridiculous transient tax over here at Disneyland Hotel, which don't get me started on that. Riviera, $443 for the annual dues. One of the best places to get the annual dues right now is Grand Floridian. I think has the cheapest. It's like around $7 and some change a point. Amazing. Versus $12 here. Now, I saw this comparison, which is awesome, on DVCnews.com. The annual dues comparison here. Fort Wilderness Cabins, $9.63. Well, these are some of the stuff that the dues are paying for. Not all the dues, not the whole total amount, but the most that is paying for. Admin and front desk. $1.06 a point of the Fort Wilderness Cabins dues are going to administration and front desk. Versus, look at this, Beach Club 77 cents, Grand Floridian 81 cents, Saratoga Springs 66 cents. And Saratoga Springs, it's all DVC, so there's no support financially from the hotel side or paying for some of the front desk and admin, none of that, you know? And it's still way cheaper. Housekeeping, $3.06 versus half. Look, you're paying double for housekeeping at the cabins. And a big part of that, I think, is the dogs. You can bring dogs here. And by the way, the dogs aren't going to be just in one location. They'll try to do that, but if it fills up and somebody has a dog, they're going to bring them to the other cabin. So you might be in the cabin at any time that has dogs in it. That's why they need more housekeeping. Beach Club, $1.70 for housekeeping versus $3 a point. $1.46 for Grand Floridian, $1.85 for Saratoga Springs. Look at it, almost double, just double Grand Floridian's price for housekeeping. Transportation, $1.90 for transportation at Fort Wilderness versus 36 cents Beach Club. Everybody's walking to Epcot if you're staying there, you know. 63 cents Grand Floridian, 93 cents Saratoga. And Saratoga has internal bus loop just like Fort Wilderness cabins. Anyways, that's why the rates are so high, the monthly dues. So, I mean, here's where I stand. And oh, here's what nobody's talking about that I'm thinking. What was that place called that they were building? Reflections. So before COVID, they were building a place right next to Fort Wilderness, Reflections, a new DVC resort, and they stopped after COVID. Here's what's going to happen. And if this happens, then you might seriously, and I might seriously consider owning here direct. The Reflections, what they do is what they're doing now with the Polynesian Tower, what they did with Grand Floridian. They may, after this sells, they're going to do the new Polynesian Tower, and then they're going to go back to Reflections. They're going to build that up and make it a part of Fort Wilderness. So if you own Fort Wilderness, you're going to also own Reflections. It's going to be all one thing. It's going to be an add-on. And you'll get the amenities of a deluxe resort. You're going to get, you know, a new pool, like the whole thing. That's why they haven't built a new pool. You don't have laundry there, like none of that, right? But I think what they're going to do is they're going to make a new tower, just like the Polynesian Tower, for Fort Wilderness, which will be Reflections. You'll get the whole thing, the classic. They're going to pull your heartstrings with, oh, this is like a river country-esque place, you know, and it's going to make it a complete deluxe resort, not just the cabins. And that's when you're going to want to own here. So the risk now is, okay, let's say that happens, do I get in now, pay these high resort fees, or not the resort fees, the maintenance fees, do the whole thing, and then hopefully Reflections will become part of it eventually, or do I wait it out? So me personally, I wouldn't invest in it yet, because I mean, if that happens, I think the maintenance fees, well, by that time, the maintenance fees is going to be the maintenance fees, but by that time, the price per point to just get in to these cabins is going to be astronomical, you know? So you got to consider that. So right now, what most DVC owners are doing, including me, if I do decide to add on, I will buy somewhere else direct and use those points to stay here. I won't have to pay these ridiculous maintenance fees. I'll be able to stay here, and because their point chart is so low, I don't need many points direct to buy to stay here for a few nights to add on to the points that I already have. So I am excited about it. I am. I have these nitpicks about this disgusting white wall and all that, but I'm excited to stay in a cabin at Disney World. And I think when it all comes down to it, when it opens, and I'm going to see videos of walkthroughs and all that stuff, it is going to be really exciting to be able to stay here. Now, for those who always were paying cash to stay here before this DVC thing is going on, this is not considered a deluxe resort. It's a moderate, you know? And I think the prices was around $300 a night or so. But I'm telling you, once they replace the cabins with these, they're gonna want to make it more of showing that it's a value to be a DVC member here, and and they want to make it a deluxe, so they're going to raise those prices. So, you know, unless you have to be there every year during Halloween, Christmas, and that has been your history, then those are the people that are going to really consider, and this is what they're aiming for, to buy here and stay here and pay those ridiculous maintenance fees. But if you don't fall in that category, I still think, like for me personally, a few nights would be good enough over here, and then I'll move on to a nice hotel, you know? So not owning here, I'm sure I can get in at 7 nights. I mean, a 7-month mark. I don't need 11 months. I'll just keep stocking the site and refreshing. That's worth my time and not paying that ridiculous $12 plus some change every year per point in maintenance fees. So that's where I'm standing right now. I am excited about it. I am still pissed. It doesn't look like a log cabin, but I will want to stay here. I will consider buying direct, but it won't be here. It will be either more points of the Polynesian when they come out with the offers for that, and then just use those points to stay here a couple nights or what have you. Or maybe wait for resale eventually for this to happen, you know? So anyways, I hope this gave you some info, maybe excited you, maybe you're in the same boat. You have any questions, you want a conversation, just respond to this video and I will reply, because I love doing that. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, have a wonderful day.